Alright folks, welcome back. It's our 11th prompt of Inktober. The prompt today is snacks. And I've got a very sort of like smaller subject, right? We're gonna do smaller subjects for this one. It'd be relatively simple, like few strokes and few elements. However, that means we get to do some fancy experimentation. So, lots of times when something is incredibly, like, elegantly simple, right? Not sophisticated or ornate in any way. I like to practice or see how we can get that clean, executed, well executed kind of effective simplicity, elegant simplicity. So let's see if we can go with it. This prompt came pretty effortless. I was kind of debating on squeezing it in yesterday. However, we also wanted to play a little Wagotabi, so we did that, and only play a little Wagotabi, but quite a substantial amount of Wagotabi. This one's pretty conservative. Although it does involve someone making circles, and the dreadful circle skill comes into play. I think we're going to use a line tool to kind of that's white. To kind of map out how big our piece is going to be. I think that's okay. And maybe this other one is going to be like here. Be like here. I don't want it to be like symmetrical. Symmetrical is like meh. Symmetrical is overrated. Kidding. If you're a fan of symmetry, I am too. Blending asymmetry and symmetry stuff is pretty nice. Alright. That's it. Our prompt's done. That's it. Now I'll let everyone else figure out what it's supposed to be, you know? That's it. We're done. I see the picture. It's perfect. Speaking of simplicity. Alright. Okay. So. I don't want to separate it into like 3 quadrants or 4 quadrants. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I'm gonna make these a little bit bigger. Yeah? Yeah. 1. So here's that. 1, 2, 3. About fine. Okay. I'm also trying to somewhat make them perpendicular. Okay. Alright. So. I kind of want this in the front. That gives us a little perspective. Work. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna make these into different shapes. Maybe we'll... Hmm. Maybe something like... Okay. Alright. We're done. That's it. Yep. Easy peasy, right? um... Hmm... Okay. Making them overlap a little bit might make it look a little more interesting. So let's do that. Kind of like... oh, right. Something like here. Oh. This. That looks a little bit more interesting. At least they have relations with each other. The piece has it so that I can make it look like they're grounded with respect to each other. As opposed to, I mean, they're gonna be floating in the air. I mean, We're not putting them on a plate or anything like that. Okay. Now let's add some personality. It's gonna be a very clean prompt today. Curious if it's already. I feel like the majority of people who, since the theme is Chinese and Japanese, right? I've been keeping the theme consistent. Chinese and Japanese stuff. At least a Chinese and a Japanese stuff. One of each. I think the majority of people would know what these two things are if I stopped here. Probably even imagine what color they are. Alright. Okay. So, let's do a more clean. Let's clean this up. Actually, hold up. Do you want to maybe draw an approximate line for this? Yeah. Hey, Jacob. No, that's okay. How's life? How are you doing? Okay. So we're gonna keep this simple, right? I feel like doing some really oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna make this into something interesting. Or like, what I mean is, we're gonna add personality, but in a very different way. I haven't done makeshift texture in a while, so this will be a great opportunity. It's been busy. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like it's a good busy. Was told today that I got the promotion you were shooting for? Oh, congratulations. Absolutely. See? That makes up for all the times you cheated on me. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But that makes up for it, you know? Bring back good news. I'm all for that. Consider yourself forgiven because you got good news, you know? Like, if you're gonna have to be gone, you know, if you're gonna be gone, I say it better be for a very good reason, you know? A promo sounds like a fantastic reason. I'm kidding, of course. You don't have to have good news all the time. Most of the time. Has mostly been work, gym, language study, and then games to sort of unwind. Okay. What games did you ended up playing recently? Does it happen to start with a woo and end with a kung? You know? Hit hit nudge nudge chuckle chuckle. I don't know. Wukong seems like a very appropriate thing if you were studying what we left off on. Although Wukong might not be the greatest thing to unwind. I mean, admittedly. Oh, Plucky Squire? Yeah, that sounds cute. Astrobot, that sounds cute. It really fits your personality. And Zelda? Of course you'd be playing Zelda. Actually, Lotus was playing Zelda as well. He was playing it for his Japanese thing too. Two birds with one stone. Oh, and Metaphor. Oh yeah, of course. Of course you would start Metaphor. I haven't gotten to Metaphor yet. Probably not after the Persona Legacy. And you have not played Wukong yet? It's on your backlog to play through? I see. Yeah, those are probably all very excellent ones in the past. Like, in the past couple months. Stack on top of that, I know we're borderline going across genre at this point. Silent Hill 2 Remastered. Right, or remake. Silent Hill 2 was a smash. There's a indie collection mini game called UFO 50 as well. If you're into Dragon Ball Z Sparking, right? We have lots of genre. Today, the past couple months have been an eclectic showcase for very different genre standards. Quite fantastic, actually. I didn't get a chance to play any of that, obviously. Still language learning, doing my things. Rarely an outstanding. The Plucky Squire is definitely. You've been watching Let's Play of Silent Hill 2. Modern me would tense up too much to play it yourself. Yeah, I've been watching Silent Hill 2 from an obvious person that we've already talked about who posted their first video. I played Silent Hill 2 like multiple times before, so I like to experience it through the lens. And what's really interesting about Silent Hill's design, even though it's from Konami, is that the voice animation, right? The animation. I always thought this was an interesting thing, ever since the OG Silent Hill 2. The animation, the lip animation and performances were originally meant to synchronize with the English. So when I saw like the Japanese trailer and stuff, it's like, wait a minute. I've done Japanese long enough to now like synchronize the lip movement and the lip shape, even though it might be subtle, with the Japanese pronunciation, right? I'm like, no, those are definitely English lip patterns. So it's kind of an interesting thought, because if you think about it, man, like Konami, right? I think that was an interesting observation when it came to like the performance. Sparking Zero looks way too hard for you to handle. This is a spectacle fighting game, so it's kind of it's very casual forward. Like, what I mean is it feels a lot more like a response game. So it's a pattern, like it's a very hit button thing, as opposed to like Street Fighter 6 or something like that. So sometimes, be okay. I think it's one of those things, like it's Akira Toriyama, right? It's probably one of the biggest love letters at this point to Akira. The late Akira Toriyama. So you're saying there's a chance I may be able to keep it. It's a completion game. So like the whole competitive, like it's a completion game for like experiencing DBZ. If you're into the whole Dragon Ball extended universe, it's the entire almost wait, yeah, it doesn't, it even has GT, so it has the it's to experience the storyline basically. And there's like, without saying much, there's a unceremonious effective pattern input. It's a macro game too. So what I mean is there's a very tried and true set of optimization that work for everything. And every fighter has the same commands. Um Consider it more like a tactical strategy game where everyone shoots differently, but the actual mechanics you do is still hitting the same button. And it's usually one button. uh, um, that being said, I'm not advertising, like, no pressure or anything. The idea is, I think if there's a fun way to re-experience Akira Toriyama's like legacy, right? That's definitely one. I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball Extended Universe fan. I like Dragon Ball because of Journey to the West. And then the rest is history. So as a natural inclination, I watched every single Dragon Ball series except for Daima, which was recent. Daima is coming out at the moment. Out of trying to be topical, right? Wanting to be topical. I like it. I like what they're trying to do, at least. Not that I'll get around to playing anything we've mentioned. There's a very, very startling chance I won't. The one game that I'm invested in. Oh yeah, since you were gone, the RGG Summit happened. Ryuga Gotoku Studios announced their next game. I thought I had one more year. I thought maybe late 2025. I have till late 2025, but turns out the next Like a Dragon game is next February. As in, a little over a year since the last major Like a Dragon game. So effectively by default, I'm preparing for that, and that means I in December or January I have to play my Chinese playthrough and my Japanese playthrough of the main story quests in Like a Dragon 8, which I was saving after my language learning, like a substantial amount of language learning. But here we are, gotta complete it. I left Like a Dragon 8 unfinished specifically with the last two playthroughs, for the last two achievements, because I wanted to hear the Chinese cast and the Japanese cast again. We did it in English because I enjoy listening to the English cast as well. And the next game, they maintain the standard. They have the three returning casts. The English, Chinese, and Japanese casts are returning for the game. So, dang. And it's the first time it's not featuring Kiryu or Ichiban. It is featuring Majima, which bold world. And it's an action game this time, as opposed to the JRPG one of Ichiban. I really like it. They're really nailing it. It's one, I don't know if you know about Like a Dragon design, but RGG is about story writing and composition, like generally activity and composition. So whenever they create a reconstruction of a location, their second game immediately follows in that same construction. So it's every 2 games is when they go into a longer period in developing a reconstruction of a new location. So Hawaii was the new location of the last game. So then the second game will take place in Hawaii as well, with and then extra theoretical fictional locations that can fit in it. So that's kind of how they go about it. It almost feels like more of a like a Pirates of the Caribbean. It's like a movie kind of thing going. The second game of every series is more of what was established by the first game. And then occasionally you have like a third smaller game. And then you have one major release again. It's pretty cool. It's a Pirates game. I'm excited. I heard fantastic things about Astrobot. I heard most of my stuff came from the Japanese learning perspective from Lotus when he was playing Zelda. So he told me quite a bit. Yeah, I saw that when I opened Disney Plus yesterday, and I was like, "WTF is this? Is this a new Dragon Ball remake?" It's a Shrek 4. If I had to say anything, like it strikes me on impression, it's a Shrek 4. If you know what I mean. I think Shrek 4 is the one that where they had like they kind of soft retcon in order to relive the days of old. That's what Daima is. At least like Goku and Vegeta gets shrunken into youth. GT Dragon Ball GT did a similar thing where it made Goku young again, like into a kid. So that's kind of what it strikes me at. It's probably some like wish shenanigans and dimensional like or reverse aging or something mechanic, which it's very common in the franchise. I still watch it. Yeah, it's pretty cool how they be able to do it with that franchise. Yeah, and I think it's my gateway. If there's anything that's an immersion product for me that I would advocate for my Japanese learning and my Chinese learning, which is so convenient, is Like a Dragon. The other one you are already playing, which is from Studio O and P Studio, which is Atlas, which, you know, they still work all under the same publisher. They're both Sega properties. I think Sega has a cornerstone next to Rockstar Games. While Rockstar Games is on the English side of things, I think Sega, the publisher, Sega, owns the slice of life thing, or like the deep cuts, lots and lots of intrigue, slice of life, coming of age, that type of game where it's incredibly narrative and conversationally driven, right? Thanks to the lights of Atlas with their P Studio with Persona, and then now Studio Zero, I think that's what they call it, or Studio with the numeric 0, is the new branched off studio for the Metaphor series, which it takes account and the topical trend of the feudal age, the Western fantasy. So I have long wondered when they were going to branch into Western fantasy. I mean, Square Enix has hit that back and forth all the time. Square Enix with Final Fantasy has rarely ever gone back to the Japanese, like the Japanese after their like extensive foray into Western fantasy. So Persona really stuck out, right, for a while, and now they finally tackled Metaphor. And who was more appropriate than the person who worked on Persona, the creative director of Persona, right? That's pretty cool. Atlas is making their extended universe. I think it's a cornerstone. It's rarely, I think, if I had a nod to deep cuts, but still very different genre and philosophy, it's probably the Nier Automata studio, which is under the house of Square Enix, I think, now. But Nier Automata does like dystopian, like straight up dystopian, but a very different target audience, if you know what I mean. And I don't think Metaphor is that. I think Metaphor is what Square Enix tries to do all the time, like Final Fantasy 12, for example. Like super deep cut political intrigue, but with an overarching catastrophic, imminent doom kind of thing. And Final Fantasy 16, right? Was it 16 this year? Yeah, 16. Western fantasy. I still personally, not to make it a competition, when it comes to story and narration writing at the forefront, Atlas, whoever's group of Atlas people going back and forth, like P Studio and Studio O, Studio Zero probably has got it going. I think their arrangement is probably kind of like Sega's arrangement, where the groups are kind of sort of promiscuous. They go back and forth. However, they wanted to give it a name, the group a name, so that they can be associated. Like RGG, Ryuga Gotoku Studio is technically a Sega development group. However, they want it to be called RGG to be associated with like a Dragon series. I can't say much more about those games. I think if you're not into crime, that's a problem, right? Organized crime is a Like a Dragon pre-selection, and then you have to be into fantasy or like paranormal, right? Paranormal slice of life stuff to be in Persona, but the writing is incredible. Speaking of which, when it comes to like Persona and metaphor like things, Suikoden remake of 1 and 2, I think, not a remake, a remaster is somewhere in there. In my opinion, the original topical character collector, where the game is completely centered around the mechanics of a character collector. Even I would argue more so than Pokemon. With Game Freak and stuff. I still think Pokemon is topically superficial. For not that it's inappropriate for things for kids and maybe people who like the mechanics as opposed to the character, right? Because not all the Pokemon have stories and whatnot. But Suikoden was, in my opinion, one of the first gold standards of character collector. And Metaphor, what Persona did and Metaphor did is to shrink it down by like a fourth of the size, and then use that excess time to expand the roster itself. So that's kind of why I really enjoyed those characters. Man, it really do be feeling like an adventure when you have characters that grow, tug at each other over time. Not sure if you're into playing a create your own character games. I don't know if there was a create your own character game recently that did well. I've been like not totally into the create your own character. Oh, right, Dragon Age isn't it, I don't think that's out yet, right? The Veilguard? It is coming out though. Oh, there was Dragon's Dogma too. There was Dragon Dogma too. I don't know if we talked about this before the last time, but Dragon's Dogma 2 is one. Right. Was it that this year? There is a chance it was last year, but I feel it was this year because Baldur's Gate 3 was last year. So if there was like any choose your own adventure narration stuff, it's probably Baldur's Gate 3. It was this year? Yeah, there we go. Japanese gaming studios, right? Hitting on all cylinders. I really enjoy the gaming industry is certainly consolidating, right? There's a lot of consolidation happening in the gaming industry. However, it's been a pretty good year for that game of the year thing. Oh, let's not forget like Rebirth was this year too. Why can't I make you look interesting? Okay. The Game Awards is November, but soon. Game Awards is November. One thing I can say about Astrobot is RIP Crash Bandicoot. I feel like it's a bittersweet moment. The success of Astrobot means the less and less likely return of like a Naughty Dog production, a Naughty Dog or an Insomniac interest in resurrecting some of the older mascots, or like Banjo Kazooie. It's good though. It's good. It's good. I'm my thought immediately goes to like mascots. I'm like, oof, tough call for like Jack and Daxter and a Crash Bandicoot. Like, you know, like an actual installment of it. There are those spin-offs. There's quite a lot of like experimental spin-offs, but the cards are not. It's too saturated. They bring back so many so many of those. But Astrobot is basically all of it. If you know what I mean. Astrobot is like a Sony PlayStation mascot that basically allows them to advertise everything. I saw all the little cute it it's a platformer, but it's a showcase platform. You know, like when I think of showcase platformers, I think of like Super Smash Brothers or a fighting game. They're showcase. Everyone wants in on Epic Store, right? Epic Store stuff like Fortnite and whatnot. And their showcases. So I guess you could have a little slice of Crash Bandicoot in there. I'm sure Crash is in Astrobot, right? There's got to be a Crash reference in Astrobot. I find it incredibly hard to believe that. Okay, I was about to say, because that would be a weird omission. That would be a very weird omission. I can't draw straight lines. Then help. All right. So today's prompt is snack. I'll let you guess. I don't know if so my challenge for my like Inktober stuff is I am incorporating a Chinese and a Japanese element into every prompt. So I don't know if you today's prompt is snack. So I'm sure it's probably fairly obvious what these might be. At least I told myself. That these are fairly obvious for those who are into these culture. Yeah, the Japanese example are definitely dongos. I thought it was very poetic that technically these two are kind of related in their history. So I decided, yeah, let's do that. I think the last one was pretty good too. The last prompt was nomadic. So I decided on drawing a wuxia. A wuxia like inspired like warrior kind of thing, swordsman, and a samurai. Naturally. To suggest like Ronin, wandering warrior. They're both related in their concept. These two are too. These two as well. I don't think I need the little rings. I was using the little ring as a guide for the middle part. Maybe I don't need. Let's see. And we're gonna keep this clean and simple. Simple and clean to save some time. So I can play some Magotabi. I don't know if you've had this thing before. I have. It's a childhood. It's a childhood snack. Simple and clean is the way. I knew you were gonna do that. Heckin', you heckin' Kingdom Hearts nerd. Who you think I am? A Kingdom Hearts nerd? You think I liked Kingdom Hearts when it came out? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What's Kingdom Hearts? You just listened to Utada. I know you mentioned Utada Hikaru before. Among other J-pop stars. That's when I mentioned Ayumi Hamasaki. We had this discussion. Although I did like Kingdom Hearts too. I was kind of joking about that. You've only had the Japanese version of it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so these aren't it's slightly I think Japanese peeps also have this. It's a tong tong tonglu. Wait. Tanghulu. Tanghulu. Which I think really is sugar coated fruit on a stick. Tang as in sugar, and tang hulu. And the most traditional fruit they use is hawthorn, which you might have eaten. You might have tried a traditional snack that look like red pepperoni pellets. It's like it comes in like this little cylindrical container. It's called haw flakes. It's a very traditional like Chinese thing. It kind of has like a bit of writing here, and it has like haw flakes. It's like a very noticeable like red green thing, and it looks like discs. And it's like pinkish, like this color. That's hawthorn. Which the typical stick, the tang hulu, it's a sugar coated hawthorn. So it's kind of like a candy apple, only they come in like a slick, and then they're surrounded by this crystallized sugar. So it's like surrounded by crystallized sugar, kind of like a caramel apple. Only they use clear sugar, so like a sugar cane or something, and they're street food. So it's the very similar thing as if you go to a street food, you'll probably find tanghulu or dango in the it's basically, and it's yummy for a kid. I think it might be a little too sweet for an adult, but it's still fairly fine. And they do it for like grapes. Nowadays they do any type of fruit. So on the Japanese side of things, you'll be able to find like strawberries. Strawberries is a really common one, dipped in like sugar, like sugarcane sugar. So both of them do both. I underestimate your sweet tooth. Yeah, for me it's still a bit sweet, but it's more like it's a childhood snack. So when I think about it, like you give these to your kids, like your kids practically bounce up and down and off the floor by the sugar, right? However, that's what I remember. And in the United States, I mean, I still remember my caramel apple. You know, my caramel apple from like a street vendor at a fair, right? And these are, in my opinion, one of the most common street vendor stuff. something on a stick, especially something sugary and slightly and chewy and crunchy, and this is this is street food, and that's what I thought about immediately when I saw the prompt snack. Uh, the caramelized grapes. Yeah, these are. I don't know hawthorn. I don't actually know what type of fruit hawthorn is related to. I think hawthorn is kind of a berry as well. It's gonna be red. Obviously, you can't tell from the shape. It could be a grape. It could be a lot of things. Um. Yeah. My last statement was sarcastic. I played through the. Oh, so you did, you little closet, closeted Kingdom Hearts fan. I'm kidding. Oh, interesting. I didn't have those, but I had candy over things in Japan, grapes and strawberry. That's tonghulu. Tonghulu. I don't know of Japanese. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to know, but tonghulu, you basically had it. Um, it's the concept that the Japanese and Chinese have. Um, I don't know if dango is that popular in China. That's a more interesting question. I don't know if dango, like mochi. I don't know if like mochi things are that popular in China on a stick. However, I know that tanghulu is popular as well in Japan. It's any fruit. Hawthorn just happens to be one of the classical fruits for China. I had those in Thailand earlier this year. I like the grape ones over the strawberry. The strawberry ones can be a clash of sour and sweet. Tart. Maybe sour, huh? That sounds good. I think they tend to go for the tardiness, like the tart, to complement the sweet. But yeah, if you get fresh fruit, it's a up and down. It's a hit and miss. Like what I mean is, it might not be for everyone. Um, it I like these things. I mean, these are like childhood things. I actually haven't ever had a dango, like a dango on a stick. So I don't know if dango comes on a plate. Sometimes you can have these things like sitting on a plate and you don't really need the stick. So I'm saying it more as a mechanical thing as opposed to someone saying, "What do you mean dango on a stick?" All dongos are on a stick. Well, you know, I'm just overthinking things. Okay. Yeah, we gotta make this. How are you doing, Sub-Zero? I gotta make this fairly quickly. We got Wakotabi to play today. Gotta find those last two NPCs. Yeah, that's fine. Thailand. Wait, since when were you in Thailand? Oh, wait, yeah, since when you were in Thailand, Sub-Zero? You're working a bit? Did you get your... Is your Atari thing still going? Like, is your game thing still going, or are you over that now? Okay, so we have our clean. Wait, I will add some personality in a bit. Let's get our color base. All right. So I'm technically still behind. So we gotta I was gonna do two separate things, two separate prompts each day because I had to make up for my absence. However, not today. We're doing Wagotabi again because of Next Fest. Obviously, Dango has to be the classical colors, right? What more classical than a pastel? Three classical pastel colors. Pastel. Okay. How's the stream been? It's been all right. It's been a hot minute. We're doing pretty well. I was away for 4 days before 2 days ago. For a friend's wedding. You submitted it earlier. You're almost done with the next lab, which is to create a Tetris game. This time it's on actual hardware though, and not just a simulation software. Interesting. Tetris, you say? So what you're telling me is you're gonna go and look at the open source and then copy pasta it and call it a day? I'm kidding. Actually, I don't even know if that stuff is open source. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if it was open source. I mean, Tetris was, became officially free. Right? One of the OG Tetris, the Tetris 2000 or something, and it straight up farm its source code. I'm not suggesting to do so, but, you know, inspiration. Are you a programmer that can approve my PR I have up? Wait, excuse me? What are you doing, Jacob? Oops. Oh, that's not ready, no. It's kind of like this, yeah. You can't approve your own PR, that's cheating. Oh, fair enough. You sure you want a scrub like Sub-Zero's approval? I'm kidding. Actually, I don't know. Maybe Sub-Zero is going to be a game developer to be at this point. I feel like he talks more about the game development. He's more engaged in game development than his I forgot which one he decided on doing. Integrated circuits, maybe. Actually, I have no idea anymore. It's gone through like several bouts of quarter life crisis. Yeah, electronics, yeah. Fire. It's just one, yeah, it's one course. It sounds like you're having fun though. I mean, real talk. By fun I mean like in a give and take situation. Like it's challenging, It's frustrating, but you're getting through it. You're discovering some stuff about your own capacity. Stuff like that. Oh, Jacob had a hardware degree. Interesting. Okay, so how do I guess we stick with... I guess we can white this out for the time being. I guess we can white this out. Kind of a beasting mode. I have a better idea. The powers of layers. We're gonna make this as clean as possible. This is probably my... I'm gonna say, humbly, this is probably my most marketable coloring or drawing approach. We'll see why in a minute, I suppose. I think it's very topical. It's a very popular kind of trend in how to do like asset generation and whatnot. This is probably the most mainstream approach to doing things at the moment. For every like month's work of ink painting and stuff, like a single piece that takes like months of ink painting and whatnot, I would say people attract far more attention using like the minimalistic design with like a heavy line art, incredibly minimalistic and directional color and incredibly dynamic, incredibly huge dynamic range, not your like subtle ink painting and volume drawing stuff. I mean, it's incredible to look at, but I think it has a disproportionate application, much like how I like the indie game scene. There's a lot to the execution of being conservative but not going to extraordinary lengths of ornateness. I really do appreciate the artists that still continue to do that, though. Let's see. So we got our color base, right? Now this is where we get fun. So basically my prompt is done now, right? However, it's time to add some personality. So first personality, we'll do yeah, personality. Oops. Easy. Second personality. Easy. That might be a little bit. Hold up. Let's shrink it down a little. Hold. And third personality. I know. Very Japanese, right? I honestly, this is very Japanese. If your dango doesn't have like a random face on it, I think you're I think you're missing a little bit of the, the capturing of topical Japanese. I was gonna make these into Kirby stuff, but then I feel like Nintendo is gonna cancel me. Kidding. But you know that's funny. You know that's funny. I was gonna make Kirby's. These little blobs into Kirby's. They'll end up and they'll end up looking like Kirby's in the long run, but that's okay. Okay. Alright. So we got the Japanese side of things, like the cuteness factor. Right? I think I'm gonna add some faces. Just to balance. I think all of these guys are gonna look the same. Oh, you know, it's probably gonna be like we'll use a different strategy. I feel like this is more common. Wait. I might be generalizing. However, I feel like this kind of embodies more this circle dot design embodies more of a Chinese flair and the extra almost look like Lego head. You'll yeah, the little like round thing. There's a reason for the little round thing. It's where like the core like it has like a divot, so I'm using it as a guide for coloring in a bit. It does look like a Lego head though. It won't once I color it with the dimensions. It could still end up looking like a Lego. All right. So we gave the dude some personality. The last guy don't have a mouth. That's just how that goes. So we gave them a little personality. This is one of my favorite things to do with minimalistic art, where it now it's not necessarily about how fancy all your lines are. It's about how much personality you can place in this. We're gonna do let's do contact shadows. Oh, actually, let's not do contact shadow yet. We need texture. So, I think one of the texture is probably variances of this. I need a rake. Or I could do it with lines myself. I'll do lines myself. And then I think we're gonna do a little on the yellow side. Probably a little on the orange side as well. A lot of times, like, the actual hawthorn has a bit of a, like a specular, different like grains that are slightly different shades of warm colors. If you're looking at like an apple, for example, the apple flesh. I was gonna take a rake, but I think this is. We'll just rely on more and interpretation. As opposed to like trying to do all the texture, right? You could go ham and make like a super heavy texture, hyper realistic texture, but we're going for like a more of a minimalistic design. So naturally you're going to like a little bit here and there, give like a sense of direction. So what I'm doing here is I'm creating like a swirl to give the impression that this object is like round. And then I think we're gonna do these are only supposed to serve as guidelines. Am I going a little too hard here? It's fine. Okay. Some things work, some things won't. Let the process take its course, you know? Okay. This texture would be something we're gonna do. Do I have? No. Go look. something. No. I'm looking for something like powdery. That's not it. Could do it myself. This is good. Oh, that's on top. Hey. By the way, remember we talked about those jobs? You got an interview tomorrow? This is for a different one though, but a pretty interesting one. Ooh, congratulations. Uh, let's knock it out of the park. Yeah? You feel me? Let's knock it out of the park. All right. So these eyes to me don't have enough life. So we got to put some life into these eyes. And there's one very classical way. Thanks to the advent. Wait, why? Why can't I move my canvas? Is there a reason why my canvas is stuck? Hello? Did I lock it in place or something? I cannot move my canvas. I literally can't. What's going on? Did I click on a canvas lock? No. Yeah, I'm gonna restart. Let's save this. Yeah, I can't shift my canvas at all, so I can't center. That's weird. Actually, maybe I can just close this. Oh, you guys can see like my editing stuff. Oh, nope, it's locked. All right, give me a sec. Oh, that's for later. Weird. What is going on? So that didn't help. I don't understand. I really don't understand why my canvas is locked. Hmm. Hang on. What is going on? I can't move it. I don't know what the pan tool is, really. Oh no. Now, oh, true. I can move it. Oh, wait, I can move it here. But I can't move it anywhere else. Oh, wait. No, wait. Nope. Weird. I didn't notice anything getting unbound. Yeah, you can hold space. The keyboard is still bound. The keyboard is still bound. But my middle mouse button... Oh, maybe my middle mouse... No, my middle mouse button is still functional. Let me go and reconfigure my middle mouse button, I suppose. Canvas input. Pan canvas. Middle mouse button. Yes, pan mode. It's there. Maybe my middle mouse click is dead. Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, it's gone. Hold up. I think my middle mouse click is broken. I think it just stopped working. Because I'm clicking on other things now, like other windows. Yeah, my middle mouse button isn't registering anymore. Yeah, that's probably it. Oh, no, wait. It's back. Oh, it's kind of broken. I have to press really, really hard. Okay, my mouse is going. Yeah, I have to like press really, really hard. My mouse button is going. Oh, that kind of sucks. I need to buy a new mouse now. All right, it's fine. Crisis averted. I smashed on my middle mouse button and... Listen, it's not aggressive. I'm hitting too light. That's the problem, okay? Calm down. All right, we're fine. It's okay. Crisis averted. Where were we? Oh, we need to breathe life. Breathe life into these eyes. And there's a very, very classical Japanese, in my opinion, Japanese staple. And that staple is... you can't do it with closed eyes. I think we're gonna do like a top thing. Like here. Probably center. Actually, this guy is not gonna have. We're fine. There we go. All right. Then we need yeah, now we're gonna do the depth stuff. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Okay. Something very simple. But we want it to be fairly aggressive when it comes to fairly. A little too much. I think that's much. Okay. All right. Do these guys. Okay. All right. Let's get this as well. Something like this. Do I want it that way? Nah, let's do it directional. Yeah, sure. It's too right. Directional, the crutch. All about that directional lighting. All right. Oops. Ask Nintendo why this is incredibly effective. I'm kidding. I mean, lighting doesn't even have to make sense when it comes to this. Just gotta cast something. Directional lighting, I tell ya. Oh, I guess I should have layered it actually. That's okay. I got. Well, we'll go back. Oh wait. Or you can ask Hoyo, Mihoyo about it as well. Oh, you know what? It could be in the center instead, actually. Like straight down. Yeah. We can do it this way. This is where I would have started with a multiply layer. I use a multiply, but I am not a digital artist, so listen, real talk. The question is, have you tried though? You know? I'm sure it'll end up, certainly it'll end up fantastic if you tried. You've already learned Japanese. What more can you? I'm like comparing apples and oranges at this point, or dongos and tanghulu, but you know, you've already learned Japanese. What's more for another skill? You got a Wacom bamboo in high school, and I thought I was going to become the world's best artist. What happened then? Then I drew a stick figure and taught yourself programming because you were bad? Ah, nonsense. even stick figures are fantastic, you know? Like, I would do a stick figure, but I'm terrible at stick figures. Who would have thought, right? Like, for example, uh, I know this is gonna be a deep cut, but if you can make stick figures, if someone can make stick figures, right, interesting, then I think that's impressive. Because clearly, I really don't know how to make stick figures. Like, this is my best stick figure. It's your classical. I've watched people make stick figures interesting. Oh, that's kind of neat. I'm more on the ornate side. So most of the time I rely heavily on um I rely heavily on flow state detail work. Most of the time. Oh there, Mohammed. Yes, the old school Flash stick figure fighting videos. Do you remember the one where the stick figure fought the OS? Man, that one, classic. Yeah, that's exactly the one I'm thinking of. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Let's not do that. That might be a little aggressive. The downside about pastels is that you're already really on the very white side of things. Doesn't quite give you access to a lot of flexibility and dynamic range. So it's very heavily reliant on shadows. I'm feeling out my color choices. There's nothing more to say about it. Oh. Okay. I like yesterday's prompt quite a lot. I kind of went very edgy. It was yesterday's prompt was my most edgy one of this year. Very edgy. Okay. All right. There's still more to go. We're embellishing, right? There's definitely more embellishment to be had. Oh, I actually did this the opposite. Where, oh, where did I place? Where, oh, where? Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Eh. Okay. Now, gonna go hop off, do a call at work, then get to the gym out of the way before you go to grocery store. Yeah, take care. Yeah, I'll catch you next time. Catch you in a hot minute. Good luck, good luck. All right. Um, then we're doing. Am I gonna make this like translucent? Probably going to be like it. Wait. Okay, bear with me here. Oh no, that doesn't work. And probably brown. Okay. And place some stuff on top. Probably do a white thing. Hmm. Do I use black lines? No. Oh, I do it the other way. This is more for the sugar, trying to like capture the sheen in the sugar coating. Be like a bounce here. Okay. Yeah, right. And we're gonna do what thing? This one? Okay. And what was I gonna do? Oh, right. Add chart. Where's my line? Is it here? Okay. Okay. If I was a little bit, better at using masks and stuff, that would be great. But I'm not, so I'm gonna do it manually. You know what? We don't have to do it. It's okay. The last thing I want to do is gonna go to the bottom. I do this. What color was that? What the heck? No, we're gonna do... we're gonna do a little bit of... We got some time. Let's subvert some expectations here. So, I think for once, we're gonna use this as our line tool. Oh, you know what? Having a hardliner works here. Yeah, having a hardliner works. I rarely use this, but we're gonna use it. Ooh, that's very, very... Do I have a sharper one? No? Okay. Can I make it smaller? Yes. How do I want to make it smaller? Kind of. Oh, my hand got a little not precise. Got a little wobbly. This is where all that training from writing Hanzi and kanji. By that I mean not really. I'm kidding. Well, I mean, I definitely got the death grip down pack though. Ugh, that's tough. Going in a counterclockwise direction. Okay, let me smooth this out. I'm not a vector, so this is the best I've got. And hand-drawn lines, right? Okay. Right? So we got that. Now we need white. Oh, you know what? Can I magic wand this? Oh, please say I can magic wand this. I can't. Wait. Wait. Oh, hold on. I think I can, though. I think I can fill this. Dang it! The lines are not connected. Wait. Maybe I can lower the threshold of the bucket. No. Let's just go. Let's go through. It's fine. Yeah, my middle mouse button is kaput. It's been a good ride though with my mouse. So my thumb button, one of my thumb buttons double actuates. Actually, two of my no, the one thumb button double actuates. And now my middle mouse button is failing. Actually, we want it to be white. Yeah. Let's keep it white. This is easily one of the most like the formulaic approaches to making things look kind of like pleasing looking. Some of the popular strategies, I suppose, to make things look pleasing, at least in my opinion. See you in a sec. It's kind of like comparing and contrasting between flat colors and 3D colors, right? And then flat lines and then dynamic lines. You're kind of like putting them next to each other. So it becomes very poppy. It looks like it pops out quite a bit. I think indie titles tend to do this quite a lot. Like stick to a more pop out book kind of design to make it look striking. Okay. All right. So then we do. Actually, we'll do it this. No, no, no. Ah, no, no, no. Do it. Oh boy. What have I done? What am I doing? Kind of cathartic though. The alternative is to do a different layer. Hmm. Yeah, probably do one more. So, okay, yeah, yeah, this is not going to work. I'm going to mm-hmm. Nah, I don't really want it. Let's not do that. The heck with it. That's enough experiment. Let's place this. Where is that? This. This. Oh, awkward. Wait, at least I know where that stuff is. Okay. Oops. Oh! Dang you. I think thicker lines were required. Yep. Definitely needed thicker lines. I could have vectored too. That would have been a choice. What the heck? Oh. Hey. Hmm. Uh, what am I looking for? I am looking for. That's not it. That's not it. Uh, mm, not quite it. Nah, we're fine. This is good. I somehow ended up spending 2 hours on this. Feels weird, man. I think we can do a little bit of no, we're good. It's fine. All right. Yeah. Let's crop this up. I actually have the words for stack. Gonna leave a little space to the right and the left. Something like this. Hey. It out a little. Okay. Uh, 旅行, right? 旅行 is no, not 旅行. 行 行李. No, not 行李. Wait. What was the Is that not it? No, it's not. What? Oh no. Is it 行李? No, it's not 行李. That's luggage. Why do I keep thinking of luggage? It's what is it? 临时. 零食. Yeah, 零食. So 零食. 零食. Actually don't know how to... oh, wait. Keishoku doesn't work. Or Keishoku. Keishoku. No, no, no. I don't actually have snack. How do you say snack? Is it like 零食? 零食. No, it's not like 零食. Interesting. Snack. Snack. Sunaku. Eating between meals. Oh, that we can. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. That one's a little bit better. Kanshoku. Kanshoku kinda, so in between eating. Yeah, so it's Aida and taberu, right? That kind of makes sense. Or eat in between. I like that. Kanshoku. Kanshoku. 零食. 零食 also has eat in it. 食. Or the same character. And ling, I'm not sure. Ling can be 0. Does it also... I'm kind of curious. Does it also mean in between? 0, not 0 fractional, placed between two numbers to indicate a smaller quantity. Interesting. If you kind of think of it that way, it kind of works out. So we're gonna use kanshoku. I'm gonna use kanshoku and 零食. There's our two characters, right? Why is there a black mark there? Hello? Oh no. What layer is that? Actually, we can probably do... Wait. Where is that black mark coming from? Then help. Oh, found it. Get that out of here. Okay. All right. So we're doing Ida plus so we're doing Kan plus Shoku. Okay. Wait. Um huh. And Linkshire. Why does my writings look sketch today? Okay. Actually, we can probably place it on top. What was it? 零食. I should have made this brush a little bit thinner. Wait. Yeah. Oh no. I made it. Oh no. It is so hard to control the strength. Should have made it smaller brush. I regret everything. Fine. Jeez. Hey. Gonna decrease the girth. Hey. Alright. We're good. What's this prompt? This prompt is today's date. 15? Imagine writing cursive at an angle. Hmm. Just kidding. All right, we're good. Super, super fancy, right? Or at least we tried to make it look a bit fancy. Not your average prompt. Okay, that's a wrap. We're still behind. That's okay. Still got the same 4. We'll try to squeeze in 1 here and there every once in a while. Not today though. We're switching. We have like 2 hours. We can spend like 2 to 3 hours with Wagotabi. Thanks for hanging out, folks, for this session. If you're gonna watch this later, thank you. Always keep on creating, right? Sometimes you just can feel it out after a while. All right, I'll be back with another prompt tomorrow. But there's a good chance I might do 2 prompts tomorrow. 2, ideally 2 at some point. Yeah. Good luck. Have fun, you know. We talked a little bit about video games today. I'm talking about video games. Okay. Now we're gonna switch gears.